Welcome to page 27 of your linear packet. On this page, we're given 8 different equations, and we have to determine if it's a linear equation. Of course, we're looking for x to the first power. Whether it's a quadratic, we're looking for x to the second power. A cubic, which the highest degree should be x to the third power. An absolute value function, where you will see the absolute value symbols around the x in some form or another, or an inverse function, where x is in the denominator. Or it can be written as x to the negative first power. Let's take a look at what we've been given. Let's start with number 1. In number 1, you see that x to the first power is the highest degree of all the variables there. In fact, this equation is taking the form mx plus b equals y. Clearly, it is linear. If you take a look at number 2, we see that x is to the second power. Well, this is a quadratic equation. And let's take a look at number 4. We can see that x is in the denominator. We know that there's only one case when you see x in the denominator, and this is, of course, an inverse function. Take a moment and complete the remaining 5 problems on your own. Pause the video while you're completing the problems. When you're done, turn the video back on and check your work. Please pause the video right now. For number 3, you should have gotten cubic. Clearly, it's to the third power, your x variable. For number 5, the highest degree or power is 2, so quadratic. In number 6, we clearly see the absolute value symbols around the x, so it is an absolute value function. For number 7, x is in the denominator. This is clearly an inverse function. And lastly, in number 8, we see the highest power on that x is 1, even though we don't write it, and it takes the form of a proportional linear equation, k times x equals y. It is clearly linear. X is to the first power. This concludes page 27.